Welcome, everybody. Everybody's coming in. We will just keep admitting folks. When you come in, if you could just click mute on your microphone. You can turn your cameras on if you wish, so we can see who's out there in Zoom land.
What are you doing? You don't force that in. It either goes or it's in the wrong thing. Or it's upside down. You don't just jam it.
You have to watch this, honey.
Okay, we'll just
This is part of 4-H.
make sure you're coming in on mute, and we're gonna get started. I don't see anybody else in the waiting room, and it's 7:02, so we will start. My name is Suzanne Stone, and I'm with 4-H Alberta, and I'd like to welcome everybody tonight to the 4-H Alberta Multi-Species Judging Learning Series. As a quick note, we are recording this, so then you can reference back to it, and we also put it on our YouTube channel as well. So welcome, everybody. A few housekeeping notes before we get into our presentation is, like I said, we will be recording the session, as well as please be respectful of our presenters. So if you're not talking, you will have yourself on mute. And if you have a question, you can put it in the chat. Make sure it's a relevant question, chat it in there, and I will make sure that it gets to our presenter. So I encourage you not to talk to your buddies during the time. That's not a good use of the chat. Okay, so first off, we're going to start with the 4-H pledge, and we're all going to do this together. I don't know if that's okay. So at this time, everybody can unmute, and we will do the pledge together. All right, are you ready? I pledge. My head declares faith, my heart greater loyalty, and to larger self better living. Okay, that's fun chaos on Zoom. Everybody can go back on mute. So before our presentation, I just want to remind everybody about our provincial judging competition that is coming up. It will be held at Lakeland College, March 10th, 2023. And that is an all day, it is a Friday, so look at that. The registration is open in our online registration system, and that link can be found at the bottom there. The deadline is March 1st, and like I said, it is at Lakeland College. So we encourage all ages to join us that day. So you can register as an individual or as a team. To register as a team, you'll need to find 4 people, and they should be the same age as you. So 4 juniors, 4 intermediates, 4 seniors, and so on. And you would register your team at the time you do your registration in the system. If you need assistance with that, just reach out to our programs team and we can help you out with that. There will be prizes for individuals as well as prizes for your team in that competition. So there will be an opportunity for senior 4-H members. The top judges will have an opportunity to travel to Agribition in November of 2023. And the photo on the screen is our team that went in the fall of 2022, and they did really well out there. And some of them you might recognize on our judging series as well. The schedule for the day, this is always a hot question that people have, is it starts nice bright and early at Lakeland College with registration at 8:30, and the judging will go super fast all morning long. And the juniors and intermediates will give their reasons right after the classes, and the seniors will do their reasons in the afternoon. So they'll judge in the morning and then give their reasons in the afternoon. All the reasons will be given orally, so there's no written reasons at this competition, and that's followed by a banquet and awards. So we can't thank Lakeland College enough for their commitment. They host this event as well as they are leading us through this judging series to teach you everything you need to know about judging. A quick reminder that the deadline is March 1st, 2023, and you register through the online system. A quick run through of our awesome sponsors that 4-H Alberta has to make everything possible is the Alberta government. Our Emerald Clover sponsors, Alberta Recycling, Eltalink, ATB, Calgary Stampede Foundation, Chartered Professional Accountants, and UFA. Our Gold Clover sponsors are AFSC. Our Silver Clover sponsors are Brandt, Save on Foods, Wolf Carbon Solutions. And our Bronze Clover sponsors are Alberta Beef Producers, Bayer, Gas Alberta Inc., Lakeland College, MCS Net, Nutrien, PV Mart, Viterra, and our national sponsors with 4-H Canada is also Bayer. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. This is our first judging series, so I'm going to turn it over to our crew ready to go over at Lakeland College. So there's 3 young ladies that are in the screen, if you can give us a wave. If you want to see them and their presentation, if you find their photo in the top right hand corner, you can pick the 3 dots and pin them. So then they appear large and everybody else is a little bit smaller on your screen, or whoever's speaking will be larger. Just what you guys want, right? So you guys can go ahead. Like I said, if there's any questions, we'll keep the chatter in the chat to a minimum. Only put those awesome questions in there that we can give our judging team.
Okay, guys, we'd like to start off by introducing ourselves. So my name is Lexi Dietrich. I'm still currently actually in 4-H, part of the Hastings Cooley 4-H Beef Club, and I'm from Forsberg, Alberta.
Hi, I'm Julianne Warner, and I'm also still involved in 4-H, except I'm in Saskatchewan, and I'm a part of MAPA 4-H Beef Club.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Weber. I'm in Meadow Lake Beef 4-H Club, and again from Goodsell, Saskatchewan as well.
I'm just having a problem. It says host disabled, participation for screen sharing, Suzanne.
I will fix that for you in a second.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulty. Go ahead and try that now.
Whoa. Which one is it?
Make sure you pick your right presentation.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll just shut some tabs quickly here.
Hopefully they're not showing up.
No, I don't see anything yet. You're good.
Okay, it's just my school assignments.
You have like 28 4-Hers. Maybe they can help you out with them.
Oh, yeah. Is it gonna have a name?
What the heck is
Just make sure your file is open and
top one, probably.
and then click on it. Yeah. We will only see the one you click on, I think.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You're good. Well, they're figuring that out. Let's go, and if you want, you could put your club name in the chat to see where everybody is from tonight. So you can go ahead and type that in the chat if you want, or your town. Oh, there
I'm
you
going-
go. There you go. You got it.
Okay. It took us a little bit, but we got it.
Learn to do by doing. Good job.
Okay, you be the judge. The floor. Okay, so what is judging? Judging is analyzing and comparing to ideal and to others in the class. We compare the options in front of us and compare them to what we want to see.
How do we do it? Picture the ideal. View from far away, then moving closer. This helps you get like a better picture and you can see all the different angles. Identify positive and negative points while you're looking at them. And then once you're done, view from a distance again, so you can make sure you have all the correct points and you're not missing anything. And then finally, you want to make your decision and write your placings and take notes. You want to take really good notes.
Remember, comparison is key, and also take good notes.
Like if you better notes you take when you come to actually give your reasons at the end, especially here, and you're not giving your reasons until later on in the day, it helps because you have so many classes to review.
Yeah, and also in some levels, the judge will give you hints on what he's looking for. So take notes on those before you enter all your classes, because then you have an idea of what you should be looking for.
And jot notes are key. Try to do jot notes and things that jog your memory. Like for me, like if you have a class with animals that are different colors, sometimes it's nice too to just put it in your notes. This was the red heifer, or this was the black heifer.
Like easy identification. So that's the black blazed heifer or like speckle park heifer.
So here's an example. Just think to your guys self, what kind of are some differences in this, and which teddy bear would you rather? Want me to do this? Okay. How and why do we compare? Looking at a class as a whole is important. That's why Julie said, like, start off from a distance and just kind of look at each of them as individuals and compare them. Identify strengths and weaknesses of any, like all of them independently, and using word ending in er or ist and sentences starting with more. Comparisons indicate why an animal is placed higher. So for example, you placed 3/1 because I thought that she had more length of body or depth. Like you just go in and specify in each one what you like more and what you don't like as much.
So words not to use when judging would be good, better, best, nice, bad, or wrong, because they're more of a negative word, and then you don't get your positive point across. And yeah, and as you continue to judge, you'll learn and hear more words that will sound stronger as you're judging.
And when you go like to judge, try not to be negative. Like you can pick like a weakness about an animal, but always have something like a strength about it that's positive, because it just helps when judging.
And remember too, you're judging someone that owns this heifer, and that is their project as an individual, and they really strive for that animal. So you want to always have a grant or something that you still like about that heifer.
And sometimes even the owner may be the one taking the reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, when you guys look at these candies, what candy would you rather eat? think of some positives, negatives, and compare the two.
We'll give you some time to just think of some ideas.
Oh, gummy worms, 100%.
It could be based on like color, taste, looks, size.
Just anything. Just
Yeah.
personally, for me, I would say on this, I like the gummy worms because they're a bit more of a sweeter, and I think that they're fun to eat because you can pull them apart with your teeth. I think that they're fun because they're so colorful. And for me, the candy corn has just never been one of my favorites. That's just my personal opinion. I maybe don't like how the colors go together. I don't like how the yellow and orange mix or the white. Those are just some reasons, I don't know, for personally me, I would say about the candy and why I chose it.
That's
I like gummy worms more.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't like candy corn. I've only had it once.
Yeah.
It's more of a fall time
Yeah,
candy.
It's
Halloween.
always for Halloween.
Yeah.
What about you guys just think to yourselves, what is better pair of shoes for the winter and why?
The boots.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a good idea.
I think that they'd be a lot warmer. I think if it's snowing, my feet wouldn't get wet
Cold.
or cold. And I think personally too, I think boots are a lot more comfy than sandals.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, like when you're judging, you kind of also want to think of the purpose of it and the reason, just like in this example here. Because like when you're judging horses, you may be judging horses, you have to think about what that horse is being used for.
Ideally what you're looking for. So in this class, you'd say you want something for the winter time. And maybe if you were looking for something in the summer, then the sandals would be a perfect choice.
Okay, you guys have any questions you want to ask us?
Or anything you want us to go over again that maybe we went through a little fast?
Or we can clarify them.
Or anyone want to share their reasons why they like gummy worms over candy corn or the boots over
No
the sandals?
questions.
What's your question? Who said they had a question?
I said no questions.
Oh, no
Oh,
questions. Okay.
Sorry.
Does anybody else want to share what
Uh,
they would pick, candy corn or gummy worms?
I do.
Go ahead.
I do. The reason I would choose candy corn is because my mom doesn't like it and neither does my dad. So I get it all to myself.
That's a good
That's a
one.
good
Yeah.
But like the gummy worms are stretchy and you can stretch them and make them bigger and they're colorful.
Yeah.
There's also that.
So that's perfect. That's like a grant. I still like the gummy worms because they're cool and they're colorful.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What are some keywords you could use instead of the ones you showed us not?
Not to use, so some keywords.
Sure, I could go with that. Doesn't go. There was like greater on there.
No, not good. Not good.
Well, I know, but it wouldn't use that.
Yeah.
You could say, if you're giving a reason, like if there's a heifer or an animal maybe lower on in the placings of the class, you could say, I grant that this heifer still has lots of depth, or I admire this heifer for how much femininity she has.
Yeah.
Just
More stronger describing words, kind of.
yeah.
Words that make you seem smart.
Yeah.
Impressive. She's a more impressive heifer.
Or she is a boulder framed heifer.
Yeah. Just kind of explaining why she's better, more so than just using a word like gooder or better.
Yeah.
explain why, kind of like give another reasoning to why she was placed above the heifer. And just like trying to avoid the ER words or things like that. Like even if you say like, yeah, I like this heifer because, or she's better in terms of,
This heifer shows more
yeah.
depth or quickness in her stride.
It's a lot about comparing your heifers too. Word choice is important, but just like structure of reasons is also, I think, very high up on the list.
Yeah, and make sure when you're using the words, you use them correctly and not in like the wrong state.
Like if you have no clue what a word is, don't go
use
in
it.
and
Yeah.
use that word 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And I know maybe some of the things that we're saying right now are quite confusing, but we all start from somewheres, and just kind of learning some words that you yourself understand that you can put into there. And just a big thing of not being negative. You still need to explain why the heifer is sitting, or that animal is sitting where she's sitting in the class, but also still give a reasoning of positive.
Yeah, and most of you guys on here, I'd assume, are younger, so it's good that you guys are starting young because you get exposed to the judging more. As like, I know myself, I only started when I was 14, so I had a lot of learning to do before jumping in. And I don't know about you guys,
Yeah,
but
I
yeah.
started when I was about 16.
Yeah, so it's good that you guys are young doing this. You'll understand it more when you're older and be better judges.
Is there any other questions?
I would choose the boots instead of the flip flops in winter because it's warmer and I don't want my feet to break off.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And in Canada, the winters get pretty cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
a little chilly.
And for your reasons, if there's a class of heifers and there's a black heifer and a red heifer and a white and red heifer and a white and black heifer, you could be as simple as saying, I like this heifer more because of her color. Like if you guys are just starting out, and like just some reasons of personally why you placed her ahead.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, your like placings may not be the exact same as the judges, but when you give your reasons, that really help and like shows that like why you like the animal better.
Yeah. And your placements towards compared to the judges' placements could be completely wrong, or completely not wrong, but different. But as long as you back it up with a good explanation why, you can change the judge's opinion.
And be confident. If you're giving reasons to the judge, they want to hear you. They want to hear what you have to say. So just be confident in how you place them, and you place them for a reason. So explain.
Yeah.
And that being said about confident, when you go to a judging competition, you shouldn't wear like your chore clothes.
Yeah.
Wear like nice jeans and a nice shirt. It makes you seem more professional, and
You look presentable.
yeah, the judge takes you a little more seriously.
Any more questions on any other topics?
Or any questions even coming into this that maybe we didn't answer in the slideshow?
Yeah.
Why did you choose both of those, like candy corns versus like gummy worms, and boots versus flip flops?
I think because they're just a good example for what you're trying to pick out. And like sometimes it is preference, but like you guys know candy quite well. So you can say, like, I like the color and anything. We can look at heifers if you guys would like.
Yeah.
We know it because we
Yeah.
eat it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just as you guys were talking there, is I did put a link into the chat. So if you have someone to help you, or if you want to copy that out, the information that the team delivered there, it's expanded a little bit more in the 4-H Alberta resource. The resource has been around for quite a few years, but it is still relevant, and it really does break down of how you get started in judging. And as we do more with this series, you'll learn a little bit more as well.
Would you like me to stop sharing screen, Susan?
I don't know. I don't know if there's any more questions. I'm going to check out the chat there.
I can. Oh, it's fair enough.
All right. Is there any other questions? So our presentation's pretty short because there's lots of things to do on a February night. So we want to get it and do our presentation and allow you to get ready for school tomorrow or get your chores done. But I'm going to do a last call for questions. Does anybody have any questions?
Don't be shy. If you're thinking it, someone else probably is thinking it as well.
Yeah, you can type it or you can unmute for sure.
Thank you for your time and help.
Of course. Thank you guys for listening.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so check out that resource. Also explore the option of going to the provincial judging competition at Lakeland College. And I believe our next session is March 1st. Is that correct? Yes. So same time, same place. We hope that you guys can join us for that as well. If you have any questions, please reach out to the programs team or Tracy Dietrich. She is heading this up, and she can make sure the recording is sent out to everybody after, so you can replay it and check out the slides if you wanted to make some notes from the team's slides. All right. So that's a wrap. Thank you. Now I've lost you on my screen because I didn't pin you. I didn't take my own advice. So I lost our Lakeland College judging team in the screen. So if there's no other questions, we're going to sign off for the evening, and we will see you guys all March 1st.